This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. And we are working to get a formal response from Kari Lake after Maricopa County's top elections official filed a defamation suit against her. In a more than 100-page lawsuit, County Recorder Stephen Richer claims the 2022 Republican candidate for governor spread lies about him and the elections, causing what he says was violent vitriol, including death threats towards him and his family. Lake claims fraud prevented her from winning. She has repeatedly but unsuccessfully challenged those election results in court. A Valley woman speaking out about stadium safety this morning after she was hit in the face by a chunk of cement at Chase Field. Megan Herring said it happened last June before a D-backs Tigers game. She ended up with a bruise, swelling, and debris in her eye. She says the cement must have come loose from the upper deck. While the D-backs agreed to a financial settlement, Megan wants more to be done.
We just want to have it so other people don't get hurt too. That's our biggest thing.
But the D-backs who are in charge of maintenance at Chase Field say it wasn't a falling chunk of their concrete that hurt Megan, even though there have been a need for concrete restoration in the past. The team now says there are no structural integrity issues that compromise safety. Nearly 10 months ago, the town of Duncan was facing a flooding emergency after the town's flood protection was breaking. The ABC15 investigators are returning back to Duncan to see what is being done to make sure this doesn't happen again. But we found that this levee and others are considered to be left orphaned.
And so there's often very little known about those, about their condition, whether anybody's inspecting them. Is there any kind of hazard communication or response plan? So it's an issue.
Tonight at 10 on ABC15, a full report on what it will take to make sure other towns don't end up underwater. When you drop off your water bottles at St. Vincent de Paul donation box, it helps people in our community. But have you ever wondered about the journey it takes and how it gets to those in need? Our own Ashley DiMartino goes behind the scenes to follow the water bottles from donation to delivery.
Hi, good morning. When I'm driving, I see people who are on the streets, and I believe that it's important for us to provide water and save lives. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. Looks like grand total is 10:50.
You know, St. Vincent de Paul is a great organization. They are doing a great job in the community.
When the donation is dropped off, it usually comes down to our central food bank. The community has been so generous with St. Vincent de Paul, and we give out thousands, sometimes up to 7,000 bottles a day. And that's really so important to keep people hydrated on the streets when it's over 110 out. It's literally life-saving.
Our annual bottled water drive is happening now through June 30th, and we really need your help. You could drop off water or give a monetary donation at any Bashes or Food City location. You can also scan the QR code that is up on your screen now. Also, you can donate online, abc15.com/water. If you are looking for a furry friend, the Arizona Humane Society is launching an adoption special through the end of the month. The Pay What You Can special will allow new owners to choose what adoption fee they will pay. Dogs 1 year and older at both South Mountain and the Scottsdale PetSmart locations are eligible for this special.
As we talk about your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo here on this Friday. Look for more breezes today with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour in the valley. They'll be stronger in northern and eastern Arizona, where gusts could go as high as 45 miles an hour. And we are officially going to see a fire weather alert for parts of eastern Arizona because of those stronger winds. Look for a high of 101 in Phoenix today. Low to mid 80s, though, for spots like Prescott and Payson. A cooler day across Arizona as we track a storm system that's passing to our northwest. That's what's bringing the strong winds our way. Then that disturbance passes by and clears out, and we've got high pressure that builds in, and that is what's going to bring even hotter weather our way. We could hit the 90s for the first time this year in spots like Prescott, Sedona into the mid 90s by Sunday, and you'll notice Sunday really is the warmest day across the state before we get into next week, because then it'll get hotter. For Phoenix, look for a high of 101 today. Then we climb to 106 tomorrow, 110 for the first time this year by Sunday, and it looks like we're going to top 110, make it to 111 to 112 most days next week.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.